As ever, welcome back to the channel, Croiso. Noswaith dda. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you find any of this entertaining. I'll put that in at the start of the video because not everybody makes it to the end. I know how this works. Here we are, so back on Puzzle Combat, looking at Daily Free 7. Ooh, rubbish. And I may as well just do my 10 summon. Pew, 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 pew. And I got junk. Wow, that's fair enough. It's only cheap. It's only rubbishy summons. Actually here today for a couple of reasons. We've got the Alliance Wars. Now, I had opted out of the Alliance Wars. I've missed the last few. I did opt out, so I didn't get into any trouble. But there is a new war coming up. I'm going to be opting out of this one. I'm still on spectator mode, but we're fighting the United Nations. And it looks as if we've swapped over to yellow tanks. Or at least nearly everybody has. Dubsy Malone is stuck on a blue tank. So, yeah, yellow tanks. So I'll need to think about my yellow tanks. That's going to be an interesting one. Challenge. Okay, right. So, actual main reason we're here is the special op, the Built for War special ops. Dum, dum, dum. I've got a few of these guns, only the 3 and 4 star ones. And here we go. So this is where we're looking at it. So first thing is always check what you're going to be fighting against. Purple enemies, so I'm going to want a yellow team. Obviously this is more red team. So I am going to go 1, 2, 3. I will go for Nima just to be on the safe side, and Stinger, or actually might go Ico, just because Ico hits more than one person. Now first things first is, because this is only like the early waves, get rid of, you don't want your best guns when you're right at the start. I did make this mistake. You've got enough guns that I can do basically 2 rounds. I could probably level up some more guns and have another go, but there we are. So 2 rounds each, and then my guns go to cooldown, and I try never use guns that are in cooldown because they're less effective. So tile damage, as you can see, is pretty good. 1 tile should be enough to kill off. Yeah, it was going to kill off the purples. I'm going to try. Oh, that was a rubbish move. That wasn't very clever, Ben. So trying to look out for sort of 5 in a row moves and getting the boards moving and so on and so forth. As ever, you can use battle items to speed things up. I'm actually really short of battle items because farming, which ironically is what I'm obviously known for, I have dropped behind a little bit. These 2 will probably be enough to, just one of them was enough to finish them off, and boo, 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 and this should be it. So you can see the power I've got. Oh, no, they're still standing. More to it than that. I'm not going to be, this isn't going to be my sort of final attempt to this level. I can do better than this. Obviously the downside of going mono is most of my tiles are not doing much damage. But the ones that do hit do a ton of damage. So 1 yellow tile should be enough to finish this guy off. There we are. So a lot of damage, but it's a mixed blessing. So there we are, not a great score. So I'm going to replay that one now. Let's see. Ooh, that's not a good board. Rubbish, rubbish. Definitely need some better boards to get me started here. It's sort of rolling along. Now, because of the amount of weapons I have, this is probably... I'm probably just going to flee on this one because this is ridiculous. Shorter yellows and everything. So I'm going to hit flee on this one because that was just awful start. This is going to be my last attempt at this one because otherwise I'll start having weapons running out and I can always come back to it. So slightly different strategy to normal eventing, insofar as sometimes you just need to go, oh, okay, I'm going to move on. And, oh, hang on, I've selected the wrong mission. Oh, that's not very clever. Not very clever at all. So this is a classic of don't be an idiot. Pay attention to what you're doing. I've managed to select the next mission, haven't I? That's not helpful. So yeah, I've got the wrong colour, and yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Oh well, never mind. And complete this one anyway. I'll probably get better scores. This should be my blue team, obviously enough. So I've actually managed to use one of my yellow attempts on the wrong mission, which is really stupid. So yeah, don't be stupid. Pay attention to what you're doing. Don't be like me. Don't be like Ben. So looking for opportunities to just get some yellow tiles in play, which is obviously the wrong colour, but still going to do a fair amount of damage with that much colour stacking. And just hope that well, I may as well finish this off now, having made the mistake. There we are. So that was a mistake. That wasn't very clever. We're going to do. I will do one more on this one. So let's just collect my stuff. and go back to this one and see if we can have some more luck. Okay, gonna just go for the yellow 3 in a row because that'll kill at least 2 of them. Really bad boards. I mean, obviously you can do things like tactical resets and stuff like that on at this, because there's no restrictions on what you use at any stage in these games, in this event. But I just generally sort of being cheap, try not to spend too much of use too many battle items and resources, especially as I say I'm a bit behind on farming. So it's a lovely combo. We've got some yellow moves in play there. Good. Gonna go for 1 and 2. I think then that I should find that if I do 8-bit first, this then him stone, and then there we are. And I'm just going to finish him off with one of these little flashbangs. There we are. That's a bit better. I think that'll be a slightly higher score than I had last time. Yeah, not amazing, but it'll do. So then I'm going to move on to this one, which actually should have been my blue team. It was blue, wasn't it? Red bosses. So again, use the little question mark, check what you got. That's it. Blue team, blue team, blue team, blue team. Now you'll see by default the game gives my blue team the very strongest weapons, which is obviously not ideal because I want them for the later levels when they're going to be more useful. So I have to go and swap them for my weaker 3-star weapons for the first few rounds, for the first two waves, so to speak, and then I'll opt back in for my better weapons after that. Not liking the board at all. Tiles are all in the wrong places. Very, very few blue tiles. Don't think this one's going to be a success somehow. I might even just skip this one. I've skipped a couple. Obviously, skipping, the only plus side of skipping is it just saves time. You know, it's not necessarily, you know, if you've got time, don't skip. Flee on that. Just get out of there. Right, let's try that one again. Nearly made the same mistake than playing the same level twice. Do this. That's interesting. This isn't quite going to create the combo I'm hoping for, but let's do this 4 in a row, 4 square blue. That'll at least get one of them activated. Pew, boom. That should, I thought that'd be enough to get him. A little disappointed in that. Targeting the middle guy, and then the 2 around him should get killed. Yeah, there we are. The boss should be nearly taken out, not quite taken out with that. Gonna do a 1 and 2, just, and hopefully then I can just finish him off with a load of flashbangs. Not quite. Oh, that's annoying. That's very annoying. I have a ton of flashbangs, so I can always use them, but I think this is going to be a repeat as well. Annoyingly enough, not quite the power I wanted there to just kick him out of the game. So back to square one. Bye, bye, bye. Well, there we are. That was not good. Last try then, because this is going to be my last attempt with my blue guns before my blue guns get going to cool down. Much more sort of promising start there. I'm going to just get Logan here ready so that when the 5 in a row goes off, it's already got the power up. Then do it again. I could arguably there have tried to sort of finish him off with flashbangs or what have you. Might have made more sense, but let's see where we go. Oh, that wasn't a good move. Sometimes taking out the middle enemy hero can then mean you have to because some attackers obviously do damage to enemies and adjacent enemies. If there's no adjacent enemy, it means you've made your own life a lot harder, which is what I did there. So that was a mistake on my part. There's been a lot of mistakes in this video. Learn from them, young one. Learn. Do not do as I have done. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from. Sorry, that's slipping. I might even get copyright. I mean, you know, that sounded so close to the Kenny Rogers. I'm in danger there. Promise me, son, not to do the. You know, there, and that's all over. Not great. It might be a slightly higher score. Yeah, a little bit higher, but not amazing. But there we are. So that's it. You know, you want to be aiming. I mean, I'm aiming for high 20s or low 30s for the first wave, and then obviously each one goes up a little bit because the value of the enemies goes up a little bit, and that's where you want to be aiming higher. Don't be afraid to use bombs, grenades, and everything else. I haven't been doing battle items because, as I say, I'm trying to do this one cheap because I haven't got many resources, and you can only really with the master weapon event, you can only replay it so many times, I think, before it becomes becomes impossible anyway. So there we are. Thank you very much for watching. In the meantime, do please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope you remember not to make the silly mistakes I have made. And it just remains for me to say, Hoilvar, goodbye, and may death come swiftly to your enemies.